As I'll be going over the top 10, or I guess in this case 11, Gunsmiths for the new season. I did make a video of the Battle Pass and what I thought about it, so go check that out on YouTube and TikTok. But let's hop into the video. This is in no particular order. This is what I use and competitive. So we have the LK24. I think it's a really good weapon. Really underrated. You don't see it much, but to me, this is really a kind of a, I would say, hybrid gunsmith. So you can play up close and play far away. You know, typically I would use a strike stock instead of a no stock, but I'm trying something new and trying out a no stock for the faster strafe speed because I just switched back to using sync ADS to FOV setting. ASM 10, I've been saying this weapon is underrated for the last five videos. I mean, the weapon's amazing. Here's what you should be using. This is a fantastic gunsmith, doesn't really have many downsides. Keep it moving. We have the DRH. DRH is the top 3 weapon in the game. I've been using this and another weapon. I'm not going to spoil it for you. In competitive so far. PP Bison, really underrated SMG. It's not really an SMG meta, but I think this SMG is pretty decent and it works in the current meta. It's not great at range, but with the fast strafe speed, I think up close, it can beat a lot of other weapons. Type 19. Now, this is my #1 weapon in competitive. Here's what I use. You really do need strafe speed. I know I've said in the past, I don't really care about that, but because I switched back to sync ADS, I feel like that strafe speed kind of helps me when I'm getting kills, so I prefer to use the agile stock. Yeah, it's a really great weapon. To me, it's top 5 weapon in the game, if not top 2. The growl's pretty decent. It's not it's not a top 5 weapon in the game, but it's still a good viable option. Here's what I use on it. Pretty basic, pretty standard. This is kind of what a lot of people use. You could swap out the blackjack for no stock if you're using sync ADS because you don't really see recoil. But if you're not using that setting, I would recommend a blackjack versus a no stock. No stock kind of makes the weapon really hard to control. BP50, I don't use this weapon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know why I have it on. But if you are gonna have it on, go full aggressive like this. But I don't like using meta weapons, so don't use this weapon. It sucks. Kilo, pretty underrated weapon. I don't really see too many kilos nowadays. Everyone's too busy using the BP50. But here's what I use in the Kilo. It's such a good weapon. So underrated. I love it. Fantastic. Super fun. All reliable. Everyone knows how good the Kilo is. I have this SMG that just came out. I've only used it once, so I can't really provide a good gunsmith. But here's what I did choose to use with it. I kind of built it like a AR because that's kind of the way I built my SMGs. So you can try this out and let me know what you think. There is a new mythic that just came out, and the iron sights for this weapon are pretty terrible. So you may have to use the red dot sight. Swordfish, amazing weapon. I know I keep saying this, but it's so underrated. It is such a good weapon. I just can't believe people don't use this weapon. Good strafe speed, good damage. It has no downsides. I'm kind of like surprised how this weapon isn't used more because I pretty much dominate with it because it kills so quick. I'm not sure why it's not used more. And then number 10, best weapon in the game. It's always been the best. People don't rank it as the best because they're tired of ranking it as the best and because it takes skill to use. But the SKS is broken. Always has been. Always will be. It is better than the Type 63. Don't let anybody tell you that that weapon's better. This weapon is better. It's more reliable. Kills faster. And just feels better. And the fire rate, to me, it's not a bullet speed weapon. So it kind of feels like your shots hit. Whereas like Type 63, it kind of is built on a bullet velocity. So if you're kind of on really bad internet, which my internet's pretty trash, it's not good for you. Use the SKS. It's better in every way. It's not as mobile, but besides that, you should be using this weapon. It's fantastic. But that's the video, guys. That's what I'm using. I guess that is my top 10 loadouts because I don't really use the new SMG. Top 10 loadouts. Check them out. Let me know what you think and leave a comment.